Hey there, and welcome back to the Front Range. I am the dad.
I'm the daughter.
I am old.
I'm young.
And today we are going to be making our return to BTS. Took a little hiatus, but we are back celebrating the release of their new album, Arirang, which also is kind of celebrating them all getting out of the army.
Yeah.
Yes. What can you tell me about the album, the song, the?
Very different.
Okay.
I know a lot of people didn't like it because they were like, it doesn't sound like old BTS, but they had come out of the gate saying this is not gonna sound like what you guys are expecting it to sound like, and sure enough, it didn't, and people were upset by that. But I think it's grown on a lot of people. I personally liked it when it first came out. I liked how different it sounded. I kind of knew they weren't gonna sound like old BTS. I like a lot of songs on it. My favorite is probably either Hooligan or Fire. Swim is a close third, but I know not a lot of people. Some people don't like the main song from the album because they're like, oh, everybody likes that song. But I do think Swim is a great song.
So
yes.
she's obviously heard the music. I have not heard any of it. I did hear though, maybe it was this them. I hope I'm not confusing them with someone else. There's a song that's just like white noise, or it's like there's something.
It's a bell that's in Korea that gets rung not very often.
Okay.
And no one's really. Some people haven't heard it. Like
Okay.
that's kind of how it doesn't get rung very often. So some people have never heard it before.
Okay.
And so the track is called number 29, NO.29, and it's just the bell ringing. It's great. It's awesome.
We're gonna do a reaction to that one next. I think.
We're just sitting there. We're like, wow,
Yeah.
okay.
That's great bell. But that was a joke. We're not really gonna do a reaction to that. But like we said, we took a little break from K-pop. We've been listening to, although actually we did just do Le Seraphim.
Yes, spaghetti.
Spaghetti, we did that one. But again, we're just kind of now coming back around to BTS. And obviously we'll continue to kind of dig through this album and more of the catalog. And she's
you guys
showing
like
off.
my new $75 attachment that goes everywhere with me?
We went and stood in line.
At Target.
And it was a good thing we
Met
did.
a bunch of armies, very sweet armies.
Yeah.
We all ran together.
Yeah, it was. They had a limited supply.
Well, someone had gone in line. They were like, "Oh, they have 18." And we were like, "Oh, great! We're 6 in line. It's fine, whatever." And then a employee came out and was like, "Yeah, so we actually only have 12."
Yeah.
And then people in line were like, "Woo, woo, woo."
Yeah.
Mind you, there were only 12 of us in line, but every other person that came after.
Yeah.
But the doors open, everyone maintained a line, which was nice. No one was shoving other people, and they had them all at the back counter, so there was a person handing them out. It wasn't just a free-for-all.
We had no idea if there was going to be a line, so luckily we decided to go a little bit early because some stores only got 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Some stores didn't have any.
And it didn't say online how many any of them had. So I just randomly guessed and picked the Target that was closer to us. Yeah. Luckily, I picked correct. So and luckily, we got there right before the line really started forming.
Yeah. Well, and the funny thing was, there were also people in line who were waiting for Pokemon cards to drop.
Oh, yeah. And they were like, please don't
And they
trap
were trying
us.
to ask what these were. And so they were trying to describe them to them. And it was
it's a stick with a bulb on the end that
crossbar.
lights up. I don't know.
Yeah. So, anyways, fun little BTS experience outside of just doing reactions and doing this. And obviously for me, that's kind of the first time. And watching the interaction with the other BTS fans. And they had a great time and they took selfies.
Yeah,
and,
it was really nice.
They had a really fun time just going to buy this. So
I bought this and almost all of the albums.
They all had armloads of stuff. It was really cute.
And then there's everyone being like, are you buying all those? Meanwhile, they're holding all the same things.
Yeah.
They're like, don't judge me.
Yeah, the one girl was like, don't judge me. That was really funny. Anyways, we've probably taken up enough time. Let's go ahead and get into this video. And this is the video for Swim by BTS, their return on the album Arirang. Let's do this.
This actress that is playing, I think she's supposed to be Army. I think that's who she's supposed to represent. I could be wrong. This is what I heard on TikTok.
Okay.
Don't shoot me. Her name is Lily Reinhart. I love her. She's one of my biggest girl crushes. She's amazing. I found her through Riverdale back when it first came out. That's based on Archie Comics.
Right.
Back whenever that started, the first season, I remember watching it when it first came out. Love her.
Okay.
Yeah, so she's supposed to represent ARMY. I think this is what I heard on TikTok. And BTS is they're ghosts. I think it's supposed to represent when they were in the army, and like ARMY couldn't see them, but they were there in spirit.
So it's like Army.
Yes.
So Army squared.
Army, but well, BTS was in the army.
Right. Okay.
Swim, swim, water falling off your skin. Swim, swim, I could spend a lifetime watching you. Swim, swim, this is how it all begins. Swim, swim, I just wanna dive, I just wanna dive. Bad world, gone away, I still wake up in this mad world. Name a place that I can breathe on this map world. Looking like a goody in this bad world. Don't know how to act, girl. I'm in the deep, tell me where the hell you at, girl. Oh, you ain't even gotta love me back, girl. You know that I'm never holding back, girl. Yeah. So easy to make it so hard. Nights like these, I just want.
This was filmed in Lisbon.
Okay.
They were on an actual boat for like 4 days.
Oh, really?
5 days. It might have been a week. I know it was somewhere in between there. But yeah, because she posted on her Instagram. And it was, the caption was like, thanks for the good days in Lisbon. But it was really funny watching, because she posted the tablets that you take when you're like on a really rocky boat.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
so
yeah.
that was, so this is all filmed on a real boat.
Get lost, right here with the moon and the stars. I ain't gotta think, but I think, baby, I just swim, swim. Water falling off your skin. Swim, swim. I could spend a lifetime watching you. Swim, swim. This is how it all begins. Swim, swim. I just wanna dive, I just wanna dive. Water so deep, water so deep. Take it off the ground, I ain't never getting cold feet. Yeah, you know me, yeah, you know me. Sitting on the shore, now I'm ready for the whole scene. I can feel the high waves coming. While you run away, you can run it. Salt on my tongue, she's stunning. You're the only place that I wanna be.
I mean, this is such a different tone and tenor from what I've seen. Obviously, my limited experience with BTS is, it's obviously, from what I've seen, it's always heavy on the choreography, heavy on, they're very dynamic, like a lot of movement, a lot of moving parts in the storytelling and everything else. Very interpretive. I almost feel like their choreography and their dance. And obviously, this is much more subdued.
It was funny. A lot of people being like, no dancing?
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, right away, that's what jumps out at me. But I love the way they're doing a narrative piece, clearly. Again, I don't know if that's something they've done before, like in their videos.
I want to say they have. I think it's just we haven't watched one.
Black Swan, kind of.
Yes.
But even that one,
they're
it had
dancing.
a lot of dancing, yeah.
I want to say there's one, but I can't think of the name of it.
Maybe some of the duets we've seen are a little more subdued.
They haven't done.
They haven't done duets?
Not. I mean, I think they have, but I think you're thinking of Stray Kids.
Could be. Yeah.
His only other frame of reference.
Yeah. Well, and now the one with Seraphim, but obviously I'm not going to confuse them. Right. Oh, no, we did do that other one. Anyways, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get...
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, swim, swim. Water falling off your skin. Swim, swim. I could spend a lifetime watching you.
Fun fact about that, when they were filming that, he felt really bad that he had to hit her in the shoulder, and they were like, no, don't help her. And he was like, but I want to.
Swim, swim. This is how it all begins. Swim, swim. I just wanna dive, I just wanna dive. Splash, splash, river. Make waves with my two friends. Splash. just wanna take it across the line. Under here, we gon' chase the time. Baby, everything can be so sad. Through my face from the west. I just wanna die, I just wanna die. Swim, swim. Water falling off your skin. Swim, swim. I could spend a lifetime watching you. Swim, swim, swim. Let it all begin. Swim, swim. I just wanna dive, I just wanna dive.
Those little sevens, they all have tattooed on them.
Okay, so that was Swim by BTS. Interesting, like from just what you said, and I don't know if that kind of, gives me a frame of reference of, that they're ghosts on the ship, and obviously, you had the point where she ran into him, but he wasn't there.
Right.
So that kind of does make sense. But that kind of also does make sense to me as far as symbolism of them being in the army because they're apart. They're
Right.
they're on they know the fans are still there. The
And their
army's still
music
there.
is still there. Their music
And
videos are
they
still
exist.
there.
As she knows that they're still there, but they can't interact.
Right.
Yeah. So I mean, I really get if that's kind of what they were going for. They did a great job with that in the video, of showing that distance. Even though their army had their music, like you said.
Right.
Still had them.
And I mean, some of them were out of the army while the other ones were in, so
Right.
they kind of had some of BTS, but like it wasn't, the full group.
Wasn't BTS, right? Yeah. So, yeah, great. I mean, again, very different for me from what I've been exposed to. Are there songs on the album that are more in tune with kind of the sound that I've heard from their music?
Kind of.
With more the kind of pop kind
Hold
of.
on, I have to show you this. This is my favorite song off the album. I would say is either probably Fire. This sounds completely different. This is Fire. Hold on,
Well, don't play the whole thing because
No,
you can
I know.
react to that too. Right?
but very different.
Yeah, that definitely sounds to me more like what I'm kind of used to from them. So interesting in the comments. I'm just curious because obviously she's saying that there's been a little bit of controversy on this album. Just curious what the actual army thinks.
What did you think the song was about? Because there is a meaning to the song.
Outside of.
Yes, like the lyrics. Like swim.
Well, I mean, carrying on, like.
Yes.
Yeah, like.
Yes.
Dory, just keep swimming, right?
Just keep swimming, swimming, swimming.
Like, it's,
Yes. You are correct.
Yeah, I mean, and again, if you want to relate that back to, like, army having to wait for them to get out of the army.
They're like, please just keep swimming.
Just keep going. Like, you'll make it. Like, we'll get out of there. So, happy for the fans, like, that they're back. That's
They're
great.
performing on Jimmy Fallon. They actually performed Jimmy Fallon yesterday and tonight. So if you guys want us to watch those live performances.
Nice. And, obviously, we've kind of said before in these videos, she's going to see them in about
A month?
a month and a half, right?
Yeah. May 27th and 28th.
It's about 2 months.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, but we will definitely dive into more of the older stuff. We'll definitely dive more into this album as more videos come out. Other than that, all the usual stuff. We always appreciate anybody being here to watch our stuff. Like, share, subscribe. Leave those comments. Let us know other things you'd like us to react to. And to get back to just subscribe in particular really helps us. Helps us get out into people's algorithms, pop up. So other people who are ARMY or BTS fans, that'll show up in their feeds. So if you just hit the little subscribe button down below, you'll also get notified every time we're doing a new BTS reaction or other K-pop bands if that's something you're interested in. We're obviously dabbling in other K-pop bands. So channel's growing, so hopefully we'll be doing quite a few more. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Other than that, thanks again for joining us, and we will see you on the next one.